Hey gamers, if you're tired of laggy phones and mid-tier processors holding you back, today we're diving into the top 5 gaming smartphones in the world right now. Flagships so powerful they blur the line between console and mobile gaming. These devices pack insane displays, raw processing muscle, and thermal engineering that keeps your frames locked even during intense gaming sessions. Let's jump in. At number 5, we have IQOO 13. A true underdog with flagship firepower. It rocks a massive 6.8 2-inch 2K AMOLED display with a 144 Hz refresh rate, ultra-smooth motion, and brightness levels that go up to 1,800 nits, peaking at 4,500. But it's not just a pretty face. It features an ultrasonic in-display fingerprint sensor, blending security and style seamlessly. Under the hood, you're getting performance equivalent to the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. But here's the kicker. It also comes with a supercomputing Q2 chip, a dedicated unit that stabilizes frame rates and boosts them up to 144 FPS in supported games. Gaming on this phone? Think smooth 120 frames per second in BGMI, buttery transitions, and zero stutter. Powering this beast is a 6,000 milliamp hour battery with a blazing fast 100-watt charging system. Camera? Surprisingly strong. Triple 50-megapixel rear sensors and a 32-megapixel front shooter. You can even shoot up to 8K videos on the main cam and 4K on the selfie lens. Plus, you've got dual stereo speakers, a 7K VC cooling system, IP69 certification, LPDDR5 RAM, and UFS 3.1 storage. All this at a price that typically floats around $650 to $700, depending on where you find it. An absolute win for performance per dollar. At number 4, we have Red Magic 10 Pro. A sleek gaming marvel that sadly isn't widely available yet, but deserves the spotlight. Let's talk display first. A 6.8-inch AMOLED panel with a 144 Hz refresh rate and a jaw-dropping 2000 nit brightness. Flat design, minimal bezels, and built with a metal side frame, this phone feels premium in every grip. Inside, it's powered by a Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 equivalent chipset and packs a super thermal system to keep things cool. It's also paired with LPDDR5X RAM and UFS 3.1 storage, meaning lightning-fast data handling. Cameras are surprisingly strong here too. Triple rear setup, 50 megapixels, plus 50 megapixels ultra-wide, plus 2 megapixels macro, while on the front, you get a 16 megapixels under-display camera, yes, under-display, for a full-screen uninterrupted gaming experience. Audio? You've got dual stereo speakers, and it features advanced vapor chamber cooling for marathon sessions. The battery is a 5,500 milliamp hour cell, and charging happens at 100 watts, just 25 minutes to full. Though it's not launched globally, you can snag it from select sellers around $700, and it's worth every dollar if you're after a seamless, immersive gaming machine. Number 3. Asus Rog 9 Pro. Number 3 is a fan favorite, the Asus Rog Phone 9 Pro, a monster built from the ground up for hardcore gaming. You get a 6.78-inch Full HD plus Samsung AMOLED display, complete with 165 Hz refresh rate, ultra-low touch latency, and HDR10 plus support. This isn't just fast, it's surgical. Running on a Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 with benchmark scores around 2.9 million plus, this device is a thermal and performance juggernaut. Game-specific features? You're loaded. Air Trigger X support for tactile shoulder buttons, RGB lighting, side charging ports for landscape mode, and a gaming-centric design that screams power. The battery is a huge 5,800 milliamp hours, split cell, supporting 65 watts fast charging, ensuring you're back in the game in minutes. On the camera front, it's got a 50-megapixel primary, a 13-megapixel ultra-wide, and a 32-megapixel telephoto. Front cam is 32 megapixels too, and handles streaming or selfies with ease. And yes, dual stereo speakers, VC cooling, LPDDR5 RAM, UFS 4.0 storage, and even accessories like attachable coolers or gamepads if you want to go full throttle. Price range? Between $950 to $1,100 depending on RAM and storage options. At number 2, we have Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, a performance juggernaut with refinement to match. It flaunts a massive 6.9-inch QHD plus AMOLED display with 120 Hz refresh rate, industry-leading brightness, and color depth that makes every game pop with cinematic visuals. And inside, a custom Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 overclocked chip paired with AI thermal throttling ensures you never drop frames under pressure. You also get an unmatched camera system. 200-megapixel main, 50-megapixel ultra-wide, 50-megapixel 5x zoom, and a 10-megapixel 3x optical zoom. Front cam, a solid 12-megapixel shooter with up to 8K video recording on the rear. IP68 certified, Wi-Fi 7, UFS 4.0, LPDDR5X RAM, and dual speakers with Dolby Atmos all tie into a polished flags experience. Battery life holds up well with a 5,000 mAh cell, and 45-watt charging keeps things topped off. Retail price? Around $1,200, but for what you're getting, it's a high-end blend of power and polish. At number 1, we have iPhone 16 Pro Max, the only Apple device to rival top-tier Androids in raw gaming prowess. Let's get the obvious out of the way. 6.7-inch Super Retina XDR OLED, 120 Hz ProMotion, 2000 nits peak brightness, all wrapped in a premium titanium frame. The display is gorgeous, responsive, and optimized for AAA mobile titles like Call of Duty, Genshin, or Diablo. The Apple A17 Pro chip inside may not dominate synthetic benchmarks like some Androids, but in real-world use, it's smooth, cool, and delivers unmatched power efficiency. Plus, with Metal FX upscaling, games load faster, run cleaner, and drain less battery. Camera system is elite. 48-megapixel main, 12-megapixel ultra-wide, and 12-megapixel 5x zoom, plus a 12-megapixel front shooter that nails Face ID, AR, and selfies. Battery lasts long despite the power, and the iOS ecosystem means optimized game support and exclusive performance benefits like on-device ray tracing. Cost? You're looking at $1,299 plus for the 256GB version. But if you want a phone that does it all, with the polish only Apple delivers, this is the one.